with Stewart Huckett. Today we have 3 bullet point topics that we would like to share with you today, right? We will delve into, is post scheduling a good idea? Are carousels still getting the most views, and why use captions? Stuart, tell us about post scheduling. Is it a good idea on LinkedIn?
Yes, absolutely. I will do indeed. And apologies to anybody that managed to get onto the stream a little bit earlier. We had some technical problems, but we're sort of running 10 minutes late, but we'll try and wrap it up in 20 anyway. So the first one is all about should you schedule your posts? There are various tools to do this. Basically, this last week or so, I've been showing people and demonstrating when is the best time to post, what to post, and how to post, what to post. Basically, you want people seeing your post saying, "Oh, brilliant! Yes, can you do X, Y, Z for me? Could I buy this from you? Could I do this?" That's what you're after. So, in order to do that, you need maximum number of viewers, maximum number of people adding value to your post, and then ultimately them having an interaction with you. So it's about, you have to do posts, you have to be consistent, you have to when is the best time to post, how do you post, and what do you post, how you post. Right, now, creating posts, people might decide, because they're being consistent, they want to post Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They've decided for them the best time is whatever o'clock on each day. The difficulty is, it's then making sure that you hit that deadline. Personally, I schedule my diary so I'm there for, if I post at 1 o'clock, which is my time, I'm there for the next 3 hours, or certainly have the mobile to be able to then get on and interact with everybody, because if you want it to really go, you have to respond to any comments within the first 1, 2, and sort of 3 hours. Anything after that still helps, but the golden bit is the first 1, 2, 3 hours. So scheduling, you're in meetings, you can't do it. This is, you have a side hustle, whatever it might be. There are then tools that you can take your pre-created post, put them in, and then at whatever o'clock, they'll go ping, and they'll send it live. Now, you do need to try, as I've said, to try and interact with any comments within the first 1, 2, 3 hours. If you don't, it goes against you. So yes, they're good, and yes, they can help you, but a scheduling tool, I don't use it, I don't need to use it, but some people do, and they're very good at it. Now, that's fine. There's loads of different ones out there, and you just Google it and you can find them. You can get free ones. You can have various features and things. But the key bit that I'm interested in is LinkedIn have always been a bit anti it, because it's sort of a robot. It's supposed to be the real Stewart, not an artificial Stewart that's just posting stuff. And because you can get automatic responses. Oh, super. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you supporting my post. You can put anything in there and it does it automatically. That's wrong, because it's supposed to be the human bit. But what they're now recognizing is that they would rather have you on their platform more, rather than going to one of these scheduling tools. So they're currently in beta testing their own scheduling tool, which I think is pretty big, because that shows that they can see people are doing that. So let's control it and let's do it our way. And then they can also monitor whether there's a robot then sitting behind it doing silly responses. So it's clever, but it just shows that it is something that's worth considering.
Yes, definitely, because if it is that you don't have the necessary time to post each day, at least you can schedule your posts so that you wouldn't you would realize that, okay, you have so much to do and so little time. Schedule your post so that it automatically shows on your profile, and it makes life much simple. And then we have to take in consideration the different time zones that we in. So if you know today, they said that on a Wednesday, global times, that does well in terms of LinkedIn, your engagements, most viewership is 12 p.m. on a Wednesday, which is EST time. So you have now to see which time zones that fall in for you based on your territory, and well, see if Wednesdays you could utilize it as best as possible at that point in time, and put out your posts and see if what's LinkedIn is saying the best global time, is it working for you. So these are the things that we have to do. We have to incorporate trial and error. And then when we do that, we will realize what working from what not working. Because sometimes, someone may tell you something that may not be specific to you. Like I see on LinkedIn a lot of trainers, coaches linking that they more delivering a generic training session or coaching sessions, but not realizing that it's supposed to be specific to the individuals, because what may work for you may not work for someone else. And
Yeah.
that is something that, we have to sell in terms of, and help, I should say, in terms of needs assessment, rather than just having a generic presentation that you think will help everyone. And it basically don't help everyone. It may help one or two, but the others could be lost, and then
Yeah.
your presentation becomes not valuable. And then you want to know why it is people not maybe taking your courses, because you just providing something generic. So,
No, that's right. That's the scat. I call that the scattergun approach. You're just
mhm,
blasting stuff out there, and you get a few. That's fine, but you need
yeah,
to drill down, be specific. Where
so
do your
true.
customers come from? Mine are
Hmm.
global, so I picked the middle of the day, so it's a bit late and a bit early for some. But you know that that's what works for me. So you have
Correct.
to do that experiment, which is
Yeah, and jump into the second bullet point topic. Are carousels still getting the most views? What would you say about that, Stuart?
yeah. Well, they were massively popular at the end of last year
Hmm.
and coming into this year, and you could put the same content but put it in a little slide deck, carousel, whatever you wish to call it, and you'd your views would be tenfold. I did some experiments, and I got some in the 30 and 40,000s, which was just crazy. Where I was working on probably 3, 4, 5, 6 as an average.
Hmm.
Um, it's tailed right down, but with carousels, I guess I'm probably still getting maybe 10, 8, 9, 10,000, something like that. So they're still very, very popular, but they've been superseded as the golden um, thing to do now. And it's basically, it's personal live videos, short, not necessarily, they don't, it's not necessarily reels, which are the sort of fast paced, funny things coming in
Hmm.
and captions, whatever. But it's a personal video, which could just be one of these. You just take a little snippet of what we're talking about now, put it out there, particularly, when we get things wrong. It just shows it's sort of a natural and authentic. But what they're now doing with carousels, they're merging the whole thing. So there are some, you may well have seen some people out there doing them. They're off the scale. They're carousels, but they're containing little videos within each screen. And they
Hmm.
are off the chart, and they are really getting incredible views, but quite complicated to do. But again, you can search the people on here and you find the experts, and then if you just see some that are good, just say, wow, I thought your carousel was absolutely off the charts. How did you do it? Is it just Canva? And you'll find, well, yeah, it can be Canva, but there are people out there, that's all they do, and they're brilliantly creative.
Hmm.
And
Yes.
even some of the influencers don't have time to do it themselves, so they give the content to someone and they do it and they work with them, and they're awesome. But they are getting the best. But carousel's number 2, so still do them.
Yeah, you have to be creative when it is you're putting out carousels. Even on Instagram, I see a lot of people, they put out carousels and they have grown exponentially. And it's really a feature that you learn a lot from, because we as human beings, we are visual, and seeing something very creative and in terms of nice colors, sometimes the colors could be your favorite colors, so it resonates more with you. And then with the content that being provided, it's educating you. So scrolling through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, according to how many cursors you have, it's so easily for you now to interpret the information. And some people, they save carousels not just to save it to post it, which is copy and paste. You don't want to do that, but save it for their own benefit, so that they can, refer to it in terms of that product knowledge that they will want to have. So it's really something that is creative. Not everyone may be able to put out creative carousels that will get high engagements. I think that as time go by, as we practice and practice, it will make us much better. So it's great to focus on carousels. It's very time consuming. I think I put out like approximately 2 carousels thus far, and it took me some time, but it's really awesome to know when it is that you post these carousels, how nice it looks on your profile and how people tend to react it because they learn a lot from the carousels. Because most people carousels, they will tell you what is the topic that they're going and educate you on, and then after they will let you know, all right, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and go forth. And in that way now, it's easily read and easily understandable for you or the audience that you are serving. So definitely put out more carousels out there. Yes, it's time consuming. If it is that you know to yourself, you want to put out a carousel next week, you could do it the week before or even the weekend when you get time for those who are working. And then awesome idea is to schedule a carousel because we know that on a Wednesday, the highest engagement is 12 p.m. EST time. So if it is, you can schedule a carousel at that time, and you took that time to be that creative. Well, obviously, you want to get the highest engagement. So
Exactly.
put it out on a Wednesday, 12 EST. See, the engagement, and give us some feedback on that. That will be so appreciative.
Absolutely. I think with carousels, that's actually a topic to talk about. There are various rules within carousels as well, which is
Hmm.
colors, number of slides, number of words, all these things. We'll cover that off on another time. But as Antonio said, the more you do, the easier they become. I've
Correct.
probably done 2 or 3 dozen, 4 dozen, I don't know, 50 maybe. So mine are very boring. You look at
I
something
wouldn't say that. At
out
any
there.
day, you want to learn about Lincoln, Stewart provides carousels information about Lincoln, easily to understand. Why not? I will go on Stewart's post to learn more about Lincoln. And that's the next thing. It's so easy to read this information than sometimes, you may see a long post that have over 250 characters. Yes, it's good information, but you may skim through, skim through, skim through. But the carousels now, you're just taking your time, go through 1, go through 2, go through 3,
That's it.
and yeah, that's it.
David Briers.
Simple.
Look at David Briers. His are better than mine, but
Hmm.
similar. So they don't contain that much information. And look at his. His are pretty good. He's a great guy. But one of the things I was going to say, we go on to Canva, but what they're now trialing again, so there's another beta thing going on that some people have got it, I haven't yet. That when you go to create a post, click down, and now giving you carousel templates.
On
So they're making,
LinkedIn.
yeah. So they're making it
Okay,
easier.
I
So
have
it's,
to
you
check
want to
that.
do a post, and it just says, do you want to do a video? Do you want to do whatever? But you looked at, oh, look at that carousel, ching, and it gives you templates. So when you first go to Canva, you think, oh, God, what we're doing? What size do I need? It gets
Hmm.
quite complicated. So LinkedIn are recognizing, and they're still supporting them, as I say. So that they're putting it in test. I don't have it, but quite a lot of people do.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it
so
shows.
okay, that's a new feature that not everyone has at the moment. It has to be rolled out to everyone first. The carousels, not everyone has that feature. The carousels drop down what you spoke about.
Yeah, have you got it?
Templates. Yeah. No, I have to check. I'm not too sure, but I don't think so because just yesterday I was going through homepage to see, what's new in terms of when you're starting your post. So I'm not too sure if it is that I have it. Um, but definitely when it is that I obtain that feature, I will use it to the best of my ability. So I want to jump into the third bullet point topic. Why use captions?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a little bit like what we've just been talking about, the videos within a carousel, because that effectively you're talking, but there are words behind it.
Hmm.
Um, that there are not many of them out there, but you will find them if you scroll around some of the influencers and stuff. But if you're doing a video like ours now, and we take a clip of it and put it out as a post, you have to have captions. I've forgotten the actual percentage of drop, but let's say you're going to get probably 3 out of 10 people if you don't have captions. That they're just going to go. They're just going to go away. So you want to get as many people as possible. So they're quite easy. Again, there are voice recognition things that I am talking, and then it goes I am talking, and it comes up. So they're quite easy to add on. You must add them on. But again, in beta, again, so this is all about testing this week. They've got their own version of it coming up, and they're trying to roll that out. I imagine it takes up quite a bit of space, but they are trying to do that now. So when you put a video out, your video post, yes, it will put the captions up. But otherwise, you just use CapCut or there are many out there. You just Google it, and some are better on phones, some are better on desktops. But you just Google it. Somebody will give you a quick analysis of which is the best one. But I like the fact that LinkedIn are recognizing it, and again, trying to keep you on the platform, just like the carousel templates and things. Keep people on the platform, make it easier for them, because you go to Canva. Oh gosh, have I got to pay $29.99 a month? Oh,
so true.
It's free. How do I do it? Oh, I can't be bothered. So if it's already there for you on LinkedIn, you think, oh, hey ho, yeah, I'll give it a go.
And just thinking a bit further, you never to know. Just now, LinkedIn may have template banners, because your banner is something most important that is so visible when it is someone goes on your profile. And LinkedIn is realizing that we don't want users to be leaving our platform to go somewhere else to make something to put it on LinkedIn. When it is now, we could just offer that feature to you. It comes just like the audio events. Clubhouse started the audio events in the pandemic stage, and it did well. LinkedIn realized, people love audio. They want to build a community, and that is the great way of building a community, by able to not be on camera every time to have a conversation, but be able to be the comfort of your home or the comfort of any way that is appropriate for you, and have a conversation with a group of people, and being able to easily access the audience who want to come up on stage and share a story or ask a question. So I have to compliment, I should say, LinkedIn on that, for realizing that, people are leaving to go to other platforms in order to get things done, or in order to build connections outside of LinkedIn. So this is something really interesting in this period right now that we're in. Technology is ramping up at a very fast pace. And in life, we really have to embrace change, because if we don't embrace change, Stuart, we will become obsolete. And that is something that we do not want to happen. So captions definitely on your video content is most important. It gives people an idea as to what it is in the video before they could go into the video. Sometimes you may see a post, but if it is the captions not right, then after, why should I click? So you want to give people the same idea as in the video on your captions, so they can have an idea, to what it is that you have in your video content. So everything should be matching with each other, and the correlation should be there, most importantly.
No, absolutely. Just jumping back to your live bit, the audio live, I think it's brilliant. I love the stage bit, and people come on, and it's fantastic. The only regret is I end up wandering about all over the place at home, whatever, with it playing, because I'm listening to it, and then you can put your comments in. But I wish it was recorded, so I'm having to do some things at stupid o'clock because I want to listen to them. And it's a shame that we can't record. I know some people do record them
externally,
by setting a camera up and doing X, Y, and Z, but it's doable. But I wish LinkedIn did it, and I think they will.
They will. I think what they will do, they will start to record, and they will give you the options that you could comment while somebody is speaking. But I think the issue that they're having is that they don't want to roll out to everyone, and then glitches start with this feature, because it seems to be very tedious than what people may expect, because it's like you have LinkedIn live video, and then you have LinkedIn audio, and then you want to have the two separate but working properly and not having, a glitch enter into one and then the next one, a glitch into the next one, because it must have that differentiation between the two. And I think that way LinkedIn is going at. So that's why they rolled it out on a consistent basis to a small amount. So not everyone right now may have that feature audio events, but eventually they will have it. So it makes sense, because if it is that they will to everyone and glitches occur in the system, you know what people are going to say? LinkedIn is not professional anymore. LinkedIn problems, glitches in the system, and all sorts of negative comments. So before that, all these things, occur, they realize, hey, let's take our time. Yes, we know that our LinkedIn users might be a bit angry that how it is not rolled out to everyone, but at the end of the day, they are being professional and doing the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely spot on.
Mhm.
So I think we've just got time for a quick bonus.
Okay, awesome. Yes.
Bonus. This is something I think is a short-lived thing, but we all know that when you put a post out there, if you put a link in the post,
Hmm.
it squashes it totally. But at the moment, it's not. You can actually now put a live link in, and when you click on it, what it's doing is, rather than diverting you, it's opening another page. So another screen is opening up. Um, it really, yeah.
That's
I
only
don't
with
think it's going to
images,
last
though.
very long, but at the minute it works. It's opening another screen. So what happens is your dwell time on your post, your page is still
Becomes
open.
long. Yeah.
So the
Hmm.
dwell time goes up. Oh, must be really interesting, and more views are going to be seen. I don't think it'll last long, but it's worth giving it a go at the minute, because generally we put it into the first comment and then pin it if you have the pin feature,
Yeah.
so that you just refer, people go in, click, and off it goes. But
So Stuart, how do you do that? So, like, for example, someone posts an image, right? And where they're going to click to be able to put their link on the image so that others know, the audience could click on that link to send them to the page that they want them to go on.
you literally you just put the link in your page. You can put it on the image. It can be right on the image, and you just, the chain, the two bits of chain. I
Hmm.
can't do that. The two bits of chain like that. Um, you just click on that, and off it goes. If you're not quite sure, just Google it. It's dead easy to do. But at the moment, it is accelerating the views on your post. But I don't see that
Hmm.
lasting. But it is at the minute, so give it a go. Another trick is, if when you got your notifications, and I get hundreds and hundreds a day, and you're going down, think, oh right, I want to read that one. Oh, blimey, I've got to respond to that. If you right click on the corner of the notification, it will open up another screen for you, so you don't
Hmm.
lose place in your notifications. Because I could be down at number 200, and then get distracted, and then go
Hmm.
back, ding, it's gone right back up to the top. But you right click, open it up on another page, read it then, read it later, whatever you like. But it's the same thing. It's opening another tab up.
Hmm. Interesting. Very interesting.
There's a lot going on, awful lot going on. I
Yeah,
think
a
everything we
lot.
talked about today has all been sort of beta testing and rollouts and things, but that just shows there's so much going on. It's hard to keep
Hmm.
up.
So true. And everyone who's watching live today, thank you very much for attending our LinkedIn Updates series. And for those who are watching on the replay, please type hashtag Team Replay so we will know that it's you on
Yes,
our replay. Thank you very much, and do have a great and enjoyable rest of your day.
absolutely. And I thank everybody as well. And I know Antonio's got a special appointment coming up.